Hey y'all, it's Ro here again today. It's Sunday, we in June. It's very overcast and cloudy day. And today we're gonna pay a visit to the zoo. I haven't been here in about five or 6 years. I think the last time was 2019. Just as we enter the Botanical Gardens, there's this nice little colonial style house. It's called the Genman Building Education Center in memory of George Samuel Genman. We're gonna take a little walk around and see how it is at the side. In all my years, I've actually never really checked this building out. We're gonna walk down the road and then head left towards where the zoo is. Now, I believe I saw earlier this year that the government announced a huge amount of money to be invested in the redevelopment of the zoo and the botanical gardens. I haven't actually read the plan, but I know there are some documents online. I'll try to find the link and put it in the description so you guys can check it out for yourself. And then also recently there's been an announcement, I think a few weeks ago, that one of the large oil companies in Guyana, Modec I believe, committed to doing some rehabilitation of some of the enclosures. I believe one of them is the one with the caimans and the other one is with some of the birds. I can't even remember what was the cost to enter the zoo. I think it's probably like $200. I don't even know. We'll find out though. It's ticket booth up ahead, so we'll see. So it was actually $200 indeed to come in. So, and this is it, the first area here as we come in. All the birds and the macaws and over here some macaws and the orange-winged Amazon parrot. Just a chill little fella. And here is the big man of the jungle, of the skies, the harpy eagle. We got one over here going to town on some lunch. Opposite macaws, we got there's a black curacao. It's always hard people talk about powis. Little did I know this is what an actual powis is. Called the black curacao. Doing some grooming probably. And then some more macaws at the back over there. These are actually scarlet macaws. See if we can get a closer look. Feisty little fella, are we? There's also a goatee in here somewhere. Let me see if I can zoom in. He's somewhere over there. Can barely spot him. There's a couple actually. And just around where the bird enclosures are is this little fella. Now, if you know this, then you know this. Many people, this is a part of their childhood growing up. They always come in here to see this lion, and it's still standing. Still has a little water dispensing pipe thing. In this other enclosure, we got some mallards, which are species of duck, and the black-crowned night heron, which is over there. There are quite a few herons perched around the area. Over here we got some more macaws and lots of turtles. Some under here, and then there's some down at the back. Let me go and see if I find them. Oh, there's also a goatee, I think. Yeah. I now see why we got so much turtles in here. I see in the pile of turtles there's a really big one. Poor fellow look like he'd be stuck. And next to them, some toucans. I'm gonna get too close because they're very aggressive animals. There's one over here. Looks a little bit more friendly. Or not. Okay, so correction, it's actually a tortoise. Red-footed tortoise and yellow-footed tortoise in here. Opposite them, supposed to be more tortoises in here. In here we have a Jabiru stork. Looks really old. Seeing this stork in here by itself kind of makes me a little bit sad, because there's no companion, just him or her here alone, living its days out in an enclosure. But on the other side of things, it's not like it can be released into the wild. After being enclosed like this for all these years, it would not survive in the wild. So there's this is actually the best case scenario for it. These enclosures are actually pretty nice because the tree sort of forms canopy, and then there are some I can't remember what the correct name, but I believe we would call it mocha trees at the back. Up in the tree up here, we got two macaws living their best life. I don't know if they escaped from the enclosures or if they just flew and came here and decided, well, we can make the zoo our home. We got another police in here. If you don't like snakes, now is a good time to look away. Because I don't know if you can see it, but in this little pool up ahead, there's one like completely submerged, and just his head is showing. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. Yeah, it's like in the kind of upper right corner, you can barely see his head, and sometimes his tongue flickering. Let me go and see if there's any more in here. Oh, there's another one. Kind of a smallish one. Let me see if we can zoom in. Just kind of half basking. I can't remember what used to be in here, but I don't see anything right now. And there's a little play park over here for the kids. Don't see anything in here either. So these two enclosures probably don't have anything. No animals. I believe over there is the petting zoo. You're supposed to have like donkeys and goats. I'm not too sure. Yeah, petting zoo. I don't know what it's supposed to have, but let me go and look at it. Looks empty. There is a redneck slider. Turtles. There's a couple of them in here. Just chilling. Some swimming. No mating happening today. There's nothing in this one. There's a horse in here somewhere. and some goats. I don't get no ideas to curry anything, eh? Roots to this palm tree look pretty cool. You don't often see them like this. And here we got everybody's favorite fluffy animal. Some bunnies. There's one over there. There's another one here that comes to see me. Yeah, I ain't petting y'all before y'all bite me. Looks like this used to be a fountain. Doesn't work anymore. Anything in here? Nope. It's a very unique animal that you don't see every day. An international tractor. Well, a ride-on. Probably used to be a ride-on more in its heyday. We have a white-lipped peccary. Yeah, y'all just smell beautiful, eh? And there's another one over here. They look kind of friendly, but except when they see each other. Okay, yeah, bye. These two get along just perfectly fine. The other two don't seem to like each other. They all snuggle up, enjoying a nice dry-ish home. Well, the other two, unfortunately, it's very wet. I think there's some more of them in here. I don't know if it's the same species, but I'm looking for a sign. Looks like the same. There's two over there. Okay, so here's the answer you're looking for. Apparently they like to play with mud, so the little wet environment that the other two were in, not a bad thing. Over here is supposed to be a kinkajou, but I don't see anything inside. I didn't really well, or just not in here anymore. Golden-handed tamarin. This is either a species of the monkey or a relative of. It's a primate. They look kind of shy because they run away. There's one up there somewhere, if you can see it. I don't think you could. And another one somewhere there. I think there's another harpy eagle in here, all the way down to the back. See if I can zoom in. You can barely see it, just chilling at the back. And here we are, some of the giants. I believe there's a giant black caiman. Don't know what turtles these are, but this is most likely a black caiman. Looks like it's about 6 or 7 feet in length. Just chilling, coexisting with the turtles. And there's another one over here somewhere. Up in the corner there. And a little bit closer to the edge of the enclosure. Next to the enclosure with the caimans, there is supposed to be a cougar slash puma in here, but I don't see it. Sign says that it's in here, and it sees me, but I don't see it. So okay, so I found the pumas. They're actually in this enclosure, sleeping. There's one there and one over here. Jada and Jazz. Alright, so according to the sign here, these two babies were rescued when they were just 3-month-old cubs from the Rupunoni savannah. Apparently abandoned by their mother. They had maggots and open wounds and stuff. So now here they are, living the best life. There used to be a jaguar in here, but don't see it anymore. Let me go see if we still have the ocelots. My favorite of all the cats. They might be smaller, but they're very feisty. There is one. Let's see if I could. Yep. So cute, but very deadly. There's another one in here, sleeping. They got a whole, they stash a whole chicken on top of the little den. And over here there is yet another one also sleeping. Yeah, I think there's one in here also. I can barely see it through the little creases in the den. So this area used to be one of my favorite places to come as a child, the aquarium, but it is no longer. Just the building left and falling apart. Black spider monkeys. Let me see, was this other one? I think these are called capuchins. I ain't no monkey expert, but I believe that's what they are. These are more common. I feel like there used to be a lot more monkeys years ago, at least the last time I came here, but I'll go down and see if they're in other enclosures. Squirrel monkeys up there. I just see one. And here we have two capuchins. I can't really get closer because it was very wet and soggy. We're almost at the back of the zoo now. So let me see, there is an otter. I don't know if the otter is still here. The otter used to be very friendly. Oh, it is. Yeah, the otter is sunbathing. So let me see if without disturbing it, if it can give you all a closer look. Remember, he used to have like a ball in here he used to play with, but I don't see the ball or any toys. Are you as big as a giant otter? Probably, maybe. I have another enclosure here that's supposed to have a jaguar in it, but I don't see anything. Probably no longer here, because the environment doesn't look like if an animal lives in here. This is pretty much the end of the zoo. There's not much. There's not many animals in here anymore. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I know like a lot of animals that are rescued and stuff, they keep them here. But as far as going out and looking for animals to bring here, I'm definitely against that. But as a sanctuary, I would support that. So we'll see what the upgrades bring. I don't know. I didn't see any start date for that project. So maybe this year or start of next year, because we're already halfway through the year. But we'll wait and see what happens. Alright, so we're back out to the zoo now. We're gonna go and see if we find any manatees. This is supposed to be a holding pond for them, but I do not see any in here. Calm down, Brungy. No signs of them in here either. We're gonna go on one of the most famous parts of the Botanical Gardens, the infamous Kissing Bridge. So any of you guys have ever actually come on this bridge and kissed? Let us know in the comments. Oh look, we got two mallards outside in the well. Let me see how close I can get to them without spooking them. And there we go. Hope you guys enjoy the slight look at the zoo and botanical gardens. And then whenever it's upgraded, I'll come back. I don't know how long that will be from now, but definitely will come back and check it out. Alright, so thanks for watching.